Welcome to Code with Petit Pois. In this tutorial series, we will be creating a travel or tourism website, kind of like what we see here. Sites like Viator, which shows like different destinations and what you can do, all the different tours that are available. It's broken down by categories. You can even kind of filter. We might not add all of those features, but this is kind of the website that we're going to be building, similar to that. There's another one called Get Your Guide, which breaks things down into 4 different categories. And we've got food, again, the tour that's provided, how much it is, people's who've taken it, their reviews, etc. And we've also got another one I've found called With Locals, which is basically live like a local. Do tours that locals would do. Again, it's very, very clean website with a lot of nice imagery and simple animations. And here we've got something called Klook.com, which again is about staycations in all different locations where you can book and find some tours and attractions to visit. So this is kind of what we're going to be going for our website, and we're going to be recreating something similar to these in using Astro and its capabilities there. So let's get started. Okay, so let's start by looking at the layout of the website. So obviously we have a header with some navigation, a nice jumbotron call to action, little search bar here, and a couple of logos, or I suppose mini call to actions. We've got top destinations. Okay, so these are the buttons that will, pages that we'll create, and then the top attractions and top tours, along with review section, a section here with cards of all different destinations, and a little popular attractions, etc. And then the footer here with all the social media icons and more quick links to the page. So now that we've broken that down, we can start to think about what we're going to take and what we're going to do to create this using Astro. So let's do that now. So as with anything, the Astro documentation is always a good resource. It says astro.build, and we're going to use this command to create our project. So I'll copy that, and I will open Visual Studio Code, which is my code editor of choice, and I will put it in the terminal here. So that's like terminal, new terminal, and I will paste that here, and it's going to create our project. We'll say yes, and we're going to call it Astro Travel, Astro Tourism. Probably spelled that wrong. So let's start that again. Astro dash tourism. That's it. And I'm just going to include the sample files, and we don't really mind. We'd probably want it relaxed. We're not going to install the dependencies straight away, but we will initialize a Git repository, and we'll get that going. Once we got everything, we will cd into Astro tourism, and then we'll run npm I. So that will install all the dependencies and everything we need to get started. And once that's done, we will start to flesh out the layout of our website. And if we take a look and see what's happening in here. Right. So now I'm just going to open that specific folder, and then we can see everything a little bit more clearly. Here we go. So here we are. If I go to the terminal, and then I say npm run dev, and we will take a look and see. This is the bare bones of what you get when you create a Astro file. Astro project, sorry. So now what I would like to do is strip everything. So we're going to get rid of the card import, and we're going to get from SVG down, all the way down to main. Here we go. And we're going to change that to Astro tourism. And we're going to make a header. We're going to say Astro tourism website. There we go. We're going to get rid of the styling completely, and we're going to go into the layout file. So the layout file contains some root styling, etc. We're going to get rid of, we're going to leave the style tag in there, but we're just going to get rid of the actual styles. And we're going to save everything, and now we should be able to take a look and see. Oops, localhost 4321, bare bones website. Excellent. So now let's go back into layout, and we said we wanted to have a header and a footer. So we're going to make a component, and we're going to say new file. I'm going to call it header.astro, and we're going to make another one called footer.astro. We said we wanted a jumbotron, and we wanted if we look at Viator again, oh, it's right there, sorry. Okay, so yeah, so we said, we wanted the header will contain the main menu, so that's the jumbotron we wanted. And what else can we put into? We're going to use the card, but we're going to restyle it to probably look like these destination cards here. So we'll leave to the card.astro takes in a title, a body, and an image. A link. And what we're going to do is probably restyle these to fit our needs. But with the header, we'll just do a simple a simple H1, and we will go to our thing, and we will say we just want a navigation bar. So we'll just do nav bar or nav ul li, and we'll say home, tours, contact, sign in. Then we'll go to our layout.astro file and we will import a header. So up here we'll say import header, and it normally auto imports. So now if we take a look at we have a simple header going on here. So home. We will style everything in a later video. So just to get the bare bones kind of ready. And the footer is very similar. So what we're going to do, we're just going to copy that and go to the footer.astro and go footer. It's always good to keep everything semantically clean. We'll add the same thing in the footer, and we'll go to the layout.astro and we will add a footer here and do the same thing and import the footer. Oops. F-O-O-T-E-R from. Okay, this time it didn't auto import, so we want components.footer.astro. Here we go. Excellent. So at least that's going to be consistent on all the pages. So we want those. But now the Jumbotron and the card, we want to go into our index.astro and we want to import Jumbotron. Okay. So the Jumbotron, we know that it's going to be an image with text and almost like a call to action sort of thing. So what we can do is go to Flowbyte and we can think about using something similar to this one. So we've got, just to get things up and running, we'll copy this HTML and we will paste it here. Now, this is not going to work with the styling because we haven't actually installed Flowbyte, but I'll show you what it looks like. We refresh. Oh, sorry, I didn't put it into, so in the index.file, we want to put it, I'm going to get rid of this for now, and we're going to put Jumbotron. Oops. So as you can see, it's got everything in it, but it's not styled very well. So what we will do, if we look at the Flowbyte and we see Astros here, what we need to do is run this command, npx astro add tailwind. So we'll do that now. So we'll stop the terminal and we will do that. And we'll follow the prompts to say yes. And we'll also say yes to everything. Okay. And then we need to install Flowbyte. So npm install Flowbyte. And after that's been installed, we need to update the Tailwind CSS file. So if we take a look at the Tailwind config CSS, so what I like to do is copy and paste Alright, and now we will run npm run dev again, and we will see what we get. And voila. So we have the Jumbotron, and we have the header and footer, and everything's styled. So now we have some styling with Flowbyte, and we'll continue that later on. But what I want to do is take a look at the Jumbotron, and as you can see, we've got these hard-coded sentences here, and I want to make that more dynamic. So what we want in the Jumbotron, if we look at the Viator, we want to have a welcome message and a subheading. So that's what we will do. We will make at the top of our Jumbotron page, we will add these 3 lines here, which basically tell Astro this is the JavaScript that we want to write. So we want a const of let's say title, and we want to say welcome for now, and then we want a const subtitle equals Astro tourism website. And now what we can do, we can take this sentence, add the curly brace and put title, and in the second one we want to change that to the subtitle. Now you can do this with anything. You can even do this with the image. You can do this with the buttons. But for now, if we take a look, now we have welcome and tourism. Now if we want to make this even more dynamic, what we can do is go to the we can make it into interface, kind of like this one here. So we'll do that. So we'll do interface, and we'll say title and subtitle, and we know that these are going to be strings. And instead of doing this, we can say const title subtitle equals astro.props, and I don't think it's a no, it's not a function, it's just a statement there. And as you can see, the index.astro changes to red because it's expecting a title and a subtitle. So if we go there and we put title equals welcome and subtitle equals Astro tourism website, we notice that the error has gone, and if we look at, make sure that that's all fine. Okay, so we'll take this and we will, and now everything is as it was before, but we could say something like something else. In this Astro, we could say welcome to the, and then subtitle. Exactly. So, or we can change it to Astro tourism website, Astro tourism, replace best place to see all the destinations, all the top tours in the best destinations. Something like that. Excellent. And now you notice you've got in the Jumbotron, you've got get started and learn more, which takes in a link. So what we can do, actually go to that part, we can make these dynamic too. So instead of the button for get started, we can say that this will be view tours, and it will take us to a page eventually that will be called tours. Obviously we can style this later, but this is what we've got here. And you know what, while we're here, let's style the header and footer, and we will also need Flowbyte to help us with that. So let's go to navbar, and we're going to just take the default navbar, has all the classes, or we can do ones with the drop down, or you can do multi-level, sticky. I think in Viator it's not sticky, yeah. So we'll just do a normal navbar. Here we go, so we'll copy that, and we will take that and we'll change this here. And what I like to do, just to save time with the links that we need, so I just make a const called navlinks, and I make it an array, and I make a title, which will probably be something like home, and a URL, which will be, for the moment, just the main page. And I will copy this a few times. So we had home, tours, contact, and login, didn't we? So for now they're all going to go to the same page, but home, tours, contact, and login. Just now, just for the bare bones. And as you can see here, we've got a UL, LI here. So what we're going to do, we're going to loop through all of these nav links and create this nav link here. So what we do is we cut that and we say navlinks dot map, and we'll call it nav link. Yeah, nav link. Sorry, not enough. There we go. And we'll go to, instead of that, it'll be nav link dot URL, and this will be nav link dot title. Let's see if we can do that again. Nav links dot map, nav link. So it's that. Oh, that's what I need to do. Sorry, I need to do that first. Nav links map. There we go, this is better. Nav link. Astro needs to know that it's a equals nav link. Oops. Alright. And nav link dot title. So if all goes well, and we can always change these links later. And if we take a look at our website now, there we go, got home, tours, and login. We're going to change this logo, and we're going to get rid of the image for now, and we're just going to call it Astro Tourism, and it's going to be this page for now. It comes back to the main page. It's always good to do that. And here we go. So now we've done a nav bar, and we'll do the same for the footer. So it's almost identical. So what we'll do, we'll copy the same format, and instead of nav, we'll put footer. And we'll see, yeah, there we go. So we'll see the same thing here. But what we want to do, we do not, actually we want to, let's take a look at Flowbyte, see if they have any footers for us. Ah yeah, this is better. We want some social media icons, and so Flowbyte is a good way to just get a few bare bones going on. I like this one, so we'll copy that, and we'll use the same method as we did with the nav bar. So instead of, what have we got? There we go. I'll take a look at it actually and see what we got so far. So we've got, okay, so we can change that to astrotourism, and we are going to, you know what, we're going to leave everything else kind of the standard there, and we will work with that later. So the legal policy is good to have. Resources, that's fine. And what I want to change is this to Astro Tourism. And we'll just change that to normal link. Alright. So we've got Astro Tourism and the footer. So we've got a header, a footer, a jumbotron, and if we take a look again, we need to have this sort of content page, which looks like, so it's like a grid, well, it has a layout grid with 4 calls to action and a title. So we'll call that a title block, and we'll make a component for it. Call it title block Astro. And what we will do is very similar to what we have here, not what we have in the card. We'll do that, we'll copy this into title block. And so what do I want? So I want I want it to have a title and a card. Yeah, title and some content. Okay, so what we'll do, let's do this section first. So we'll just do, so this one's got four calls to action. So what we'll do, so here we go. So it's like a title and a body. We don't need the href. Okay. So what we will do, we will need and it just basically says title and a paragraph. It says body. Right. So if we go into index to Astro, after the Jumbotron, we add the title block, and we know it needs a title. So why choose Astro tourism? And the other one is the body, and we're going to say for many reasons. Or for these reasons. And if we take a look, yeah, there we go. I choose tourism for these reasons. Okay. So I think the title block doesn't need the body. So I'm going to get rid of that, and I'm going to go back into title block and take out the body. Here we are. And we're going to make this, I'm just going to add a few classes. So H1 class of text center, font bold, text extra large. And I want to have padding on all four sides. Excellent. And now I would like to add add a div with a class of grid, and grid with the columns 4, we said, right? And we're going to add a card. And the card, if we look at the card component, it takes a title, a body, and a link. Okay, so title equals, we'll use this as a guide. So we've got 24/7 customer support. So we'll try that. And the body is, no matter where we are, that's it. And the href now is just this home page, and we will carry on. We will duplicate this 4 times, see what happens. So C, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so we've got 4 of them there. And if we take a look now, there we go. We've got 4 boxes here, and we will do a bit more cleanup of the gap. 4. And we'll take a look. There we go. So it's got a little bit of a gap now. So we've got the card there. And we're going to change obviously the text, so we'll make it similar to what we have here on the Viator site for now. But obviously you would put in your own text. Just for simplicity's sake, we're just going to do this for now. We're just copying and pasting these. Now what we would like to add is the ability for the icons, and we will do that as well at some point. So take a look now, got 24-hour accessible support, that's it. Excellent. So something that's missing is the icons, and also I want to get rid of the styling in this, and we're going to use Tailwind styles for the card. So let's go to card here. In Flowbyte, and we're going to do, I have a card with image. Yeah, we'll go card with image for now. We'll copy that. And we will go back into card. And we will get rid of what was there before. And we know that we want the title. So we'll go where we need the title. So this will be title. And this will be body. And we're going to get rid of this image. And for now, we will just say href. Excellent. And we will just say title again. So we'll take a look. Excellent. So what we can do is we can get a an image and add it in there. But for now, this is just looking okay. It doesn't need the read more for now, so we'll take that away. And here we go. And if we look here, it's earn rewards, millions of views, and plan your way. So we'll say something similar. We'll say earn rewards. That's the beauty of having components. You can customize them however you like. Plan your way. Okay. So, yeah, excellent. And I'm going to make the title block a lot bigger. So we're going to go 7XL. I'm going to take a look and see. Okay, that's a little bit too big. Let's go 5. Excellent. And I'm going to add a margin bottom 8. Let's see what that looks like. Here we are. Excellent. So with the grid, I'm going to do a max width of MD, and we're going to max width. Sorry, that's not what I want to do. So padding 4, padding -4, and margin -2. Okay, there we go. Excellent. So now that we've got those, we've got a section here with top destinations, and then we've got the destinations there. That's what we'll do next. Alright, so we made a destination card, and all it needs is a interface props. Oops. Sorry, interface props, yeah, that's right. And we just want an image, URL, which will be a string, and a destination, which will also be a string. And then we say const image URL and destination. So we will create those dynamically, and we call those Astro props. Okay, and make sure we enter that. So all that will be a div, and it will have a image source, and we will make that image URL, and that will also, the alt will be the destination, and we will also make get rid of the source set, don't need the source set for now. Okay, and now we will say h1 of destination, and we're going to make that class of font bold, and we're going to say text white, and background black, and padding 4. Okay, so now we want another div, and this time we've got 5 rows of 2, so 5 across. So we will do 5, 5, 5, and we'll say destination. Destination card, and we'll say image URL. We'll use the same as the Jumbotron for now, and we'll get one from Unsplash in a minute. And then we'll say destination London. And we will copy that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times, and we'll change this to Paris, Rome, USA, Cancun, we'll say New York, California, Hawaii, Cancun, Barcelona, Madrid, Ottawa, Maine, and Belgium. Let's see, Toulouse in France. Okay, right, so now let's take a look, and we've got, I think I've got one too many. Like that. And there you go. So we've got, okay, it's not exactly like this, but we can fix that. So we can change the destination card. We've got the bare bones. We can take in a class of rounded MD, padding of 4, max width of MD. Actually, we're not going to do the padding on that. We'll do the padding on the div itself. Class padding 4. Yep. And we'll do the max width there as well. And on the font, we'll do text extra large. And what we got there? Excellent. And we'll do text center. Actually, we'll put that here. Let's see what that looks like. And we want a in the index.astro, we forgot to add something right here. We'll add this here, and we'll say top destinations. And excellent. So we're going to go with, if we go to destination card, we'll go, oops. Okay, so we've got title block here, image attractions, top attractions. So let's do that. So we've got attraction card, Astro. So right now we've got 1, 2, 3 across. So if we do, if we go back to index.astro, and we've got div, actually we'll just copy this class here, and instead of grid 2, we've got grid 3, so we're changing it to 3s, and we're going to put attraction card in there. And we're going to import that. Attraction card from components, attraction card to Astro. Okay. Excellent. So now the attraction card, so all we know is that we have an image, title, and the amount. So we're going to do that. I'm going to start with it's very, very similar to what we have in the destination card. So I'm just going to copy that and go to the attraction card and paste that. So we've got the image, the attraction, and we're going to go with information. String. So we've got attraction and information. Excellent. So we're not going to do text center, we're not going to do padding for now, we're just going to get rid of all the classes here. And the image URL will stay the same. So what we want there to be actually another div, because we want to have the image on one side. And we've got the attraction. And then we want to have class of flex, because we want to have the attraction, and we want to have maybe a paragraph tag of the information. Right. And if we go into here, we can see the attraction card doesn't have anything, so we'll say And actually, in order to eliminate this repetition, we're going to change this image URL to this one. Oops. To the one that we got from, here we go. I'll copy it for now. In our Astro card, instead of the image URL, we'll put a question mark there, and we will put the default one as that, and we'll do the same for destination card as well. So we will put that there, and we will say the image URL will be this unless otherwise stated. So we go back to destination card, place that in there. So basically you're telling Astro this is optional, and if there's no image put in, this is the image that you want to put. And we'll go back to the index.astro and we will get rid of the image URL. There we go. And you will see when I get rid of all of these, that will still have the same image going to all of them. And attraction card only needs a attraction, and we'll say Colosseum. What else does it need? Information. It needs we're going to go with text LG. We'll get rid of that padding and that everything there. And we'll take a look and see what that looks like. Okay. So the only thing I want to have the flex is actually in this bit, not the entire row. There we go. So we could do something similar to that, or what we could do is we could make the width let's go with 8. Okay, we'll go width and I'm going to give this a margin of 4. Okay, with 17. Yeah, so here we go. This is all, let's just do 6 for now. Or 9, sorry. So there we go. And then what we'll do, eventually we'll add links to that, and it will take us to each location and each destination, etc., etc. So there's the bare bones of the website. And now what we'll do, we'll look at making the tour page. Okay, in this video we're going to redo the destinations area and also create the tours page. So we're going to use the updated content collections or layout that is now called, and you can do that by upgrading your Astro. Okay, so we're going to now update the destinations file and also create the tour page with tours, etc. The first thing we have to do, we're going to use Astro's new content layouts. So you will need to put this in the terminal, npx astro upgrade beta. I've already done that in my project. And if you look at the package.json, so the Astro, yeah, okay, so I've already done it in my, in my project. And we're going to create, under the source folder, we're going to create content, and we're going to create a new file called config.js or ts. It doesn't matter. Which one you use. A lot of people like TypeScript, so you could do TypeScript too. And what we're going to do, we're going to import define collection from Astro content. And I have two files. I have a destinations JSON file under a folder called data, and I have a tours.json file. So the destination.json just basically has a few random destinations. These photos links are a bit random, so it's not exactly right, but it was just to have something there. And if we go back into our config.js file, we will import also file from Astro loaders, and this is something new to Astro. So we'll create const tours and we'll define a collection, and what we will do, we will say loader, and we'll say file, and we will go to our source file. And what we'll also do, we'll also parse it. So we'll do parser, and it'll be text because most of it is a text. And we will json.parse the text .tours. Okay. And we'll copy the same thing, and we'll say the same thing for destination. And then we'll export both files. So export both collections, tours and destinations. Okay. So now it's going to grab all the data from these. And what we're going to do, we're going to go into our index file, and we have this destination card. And first of all, we're going to import, so we say const destinations equals, if we go to the documentation and we go to content collections, query and collections, we'll say await get collection. So we need to import get collection from Astro content. So we need to do that first. And then we'll say await get collection. And we'll say this one is destinations. And it has to be in quotes. And what we will do now, I've got it here where I've got a div with a class of grid, and it's going to go, let's go 3 actually, 3 by 3. We've got padding and margin of 2, and I'm mapping over the destinations, and we're just going to get the destination and the image URL. So if we open the terminal, oh, it's already there. So, and run npm, that's there, npm run dev. I need to make sure that the source file, sorry, I needed to add a dot before the source so that it would get all the content. So here we go. So it's getting the image and the text from this destinations.json file. If I wanted to add more, like country and description, so if I go back to the destination card, so the components destination card, we can also add country, which is a string, and a description, which is a string. We can make it optional so that we won't get any errors, and we can add it here, and we'll say country and description. Okay, and we'll put h3 of country and a paragraph with the description. And then in our index.astro file with the destination card, we'll add the description, and we'll say destination.data.description. Oops. And for country, we will say dest.data.country. So now if we look, we should see that it's not styled very well. So what we will do, we will say, we go to destinations, we will get rid of the, just say Rome, and then, we'll get rid of that. We say Cape Town, get rid of that. Okay, we'll get rid of country, and what we'll do, we'll put it in the destination card. We'll put the country right next to destination, which is how it was there. Get rid of the h3. Okay, so we're still getting excellent. We're still getting everything. And we'll give it a class of padding 3. And there we go. So we've got the text center. We will get rid of that. And we'll put the text center only on this one. Here we go. So there we have the destinations with the description, which is nice. Awesome. So now what we'll do, we will look into creating, I'm going to change the index.astro file to say 5. And that way we'll have 2 rows of 5. Here we go. So, excellent. And what we'll say is, that's the MD, and we'll say grid dash calls dash 1. So that when we make this smaller, it will go into 1. Yeah, awesome. So now what we'll do, we'll create the tours page. So the first thing we do is we go to our header, and we make sure we say in the nav links, we put the URL tours. And then we create a page called tours.astro, right? So we're going to do something similar to what we have here. So we're going to copy the get collections. We're going to say tours instead, because that's what we have. And we also want something from here, that layout. and the title block. So we'll take the layout. We'll go to tools, the Astro, and import that. And then we'll say layout. So, excellent. So we have the layout. And it needs a title. So we'll say tours. And if we just do a H1 and we say the tours, and we'll go back to, oops, it says layout not defined. We'll save that, make sure that's all good. And we'll say tours, and then we have the tours, we have a home, and there's tours. Okay, so now what we want to do is we want to create a tour card so that we'll get the card. So what we're going to do, we're going to look at Flowbyte to make things a little bit quicker, and we will go to card, and we will take a pricing card or an e-commerce card. That's what we'll take. We'll copy the code here, and then in the components folder we'll say a new file, we'll call it tourcard.astro, and we will paste all of that in. And what we would do at the top, we'll go into destination card and just copy these and close all of that. Paste it. Oh. So if we look into our tools.json, we've got a title, location, price, currency, duration, rating, reviews, description, and then this included thing and the image URL. So the tour card, we want to basically duplicate what we've got here. So the image URL is fine. We're going to change it to location, and let's do price, and description is there. Let's say currency and duration. So currency, duration, which is a string as well. Rating, reviews, okay. The price is a number. Rating is a number. Reviews is also a number. And we've got included, which is an array. Okay, so we've got included, which is an array. We'll just say string for now. And the image URL. So we'll say, make sure we've got those in the props. So we say duration, rating, reviews, pricing, price, included. Right? Image URL, location. Okay. So now what we will do, instead of this source here for the image, we'll say image URL, and for the alt we will say title. That's the one thing we don't have actually. Title is definitely needed for our okay, so then again we'll go title, and we're going to go here for price, and we're going to get rid of this button here. Okay, and we're gonna go here and we're gonna say rating. And we're going to get rid of this div here. I want to get rid of the SVG. Yeah. All right. So we're going to add a paragraph and we say description. And we've got location and duration. So what we'll do, I'll add another paragraph, location, another paragraph, duration, and we've got included as well, haven't we? Alright, so now we've got our tour card and we go into our tours.astro file and we will do the same as we do in our index.astro file. So if we go to index and we will basically loop through tours, tour card, location, tour, location, tour.data, tour.description. There's no country, but there's reviews. Tour data reviews. Title. Tour.data.title. Price. Tour.data.price. You get the idea. So location, is there image, review, description? What else is there? Rating. Tour.data.rating. Image URL. Okay. Duration. We need duration. So duration equals tour.data.duration. So, an ID. I've got the ID. Do we have the ID in? The title. Oh, currency. Need the currency. So we'll say currency and we'll say tour.data.currency. And we're still missing something, so let's go. Title, image, location, currency, duration, price, rating, reviews included. Included. I'm gonna say tour.data.included. Right. So now, if we take a look at the tours page, we have something cool going on. We've got a bit of a structure going on here. So what I will do, I will redo this this tour card. And just put in price, title, and just redo the image URL and the title. There we go. And we go one. Okay, and next to the price, we'll also put another span, and we'll say a class of small text XM, and we'll say currency, because currency is not written here. It should be, okay. And now, if we go to tours, there we go. So we have, oh, there's one more thing. In the image, we want to make sure that we've got object, cover, height of 70. And the rating, which is, where is it? Here. Rating. And so we've got the ratings. So we've got the rating. And we've got views. And if we go back, we've got rating. Oh, there's a 1 there for some reason. There we go. So we've got the title, and now what we'll do, we'll be able to click on one, and we will get the information that's stored in, like, the description, the included price, etc., etc. So actually, in the tool card, we will everything's optional, right? For now, even the included is optional. Price is not optional. Ratings not optional. And views is not optional. Okay. Okay, so we've got everything there. Excellent. So we need another button instead of add to cart. We need a button that says like learn more, or so we'll just copy this button and we'll say view. I'm gonna get rid of some styling that we know don't need. And there we are. So we say view, that's good. And excellent. So for now, I think we're going to comment out the there we go. We'll comment that out. Comment out the add to cart, and we'll just have view. And now what we'll do, we'll create a folder called tours under pages, and we'll say new file, and we'll say id in curly bracket.astro. Okay, so now when we go back into our tool card, and we will, at the top, we will say ID, so number, and add the ID here. And in the tours.astro, we'll make sure that ID equals tour.id. We will say that the ID, let's just put it in string. I don't know. Yeah, okay. ID is a string. Okay. So excellent. So now, if you hover over, oh wait, I actually have to do it here. So in the tool card, We will say that, and we will basically say backticks ID /tours / ID. That's basically what we want. We want it to go to this location, which is basically what we've created here. So if you go to view, we'll say tours 1, tours 2, tours 3. Now we haven't created a way to do this yet, but we'll do that in the next video. So in our tours id.astro, what we will do, we'll import the get collection and render from Astro content, and we will export async function get static paths and we'll say const tours equals await get collection tours, and then we want to return tours.map. We want to say tour and we just want the params. Oops. We want the ID because that's what we got from the JSON file. I will say tour dot ID and the props will be the whole thing, the tour. All right. And we're missing a bracket at the end here. So we go. Oh, because that needs one. There we go. All right. Okay, so now that we have that, we can say const tour equals astro dot props and then we're going to say const content equals await render, and we're going to render a tour. Alright, so there's that. So now, outside of that, we can now access the H1. We can say tour dot data dot title. And we're going to have a paragraph that says tour dot data dot description. Alright, we'll save that. And we'll also put a thing called content just to see what happens here. And okay, so now if we go back to our tours page and we click on this view, we can see the title here and the description. So now we can make this a bit more interesting by adding the, what we could do, we could add a tour card. So let's go with the tours, and we could do this. We could copy this, just the tour card itself, sorry, and instead we'll put that here. And we will import tour card. We'll remove the content, we don't need that for now. And format document, okay. And we will see, what do we get? Alright, so we get that. So instead of tour card, what we could do is, okay, so we'll go div, we have a class of container, mx auto, padding of 4, and we'll have the h1 with the tour data title. See what it looks like. Okay, and we're gonna say class text center and text -3XL font -bold. So let's see how we style. There we go. And we want the image, and the source is the tour.data. Okay, so we've added the image with the image URL, and the alt is the title. Added a class of around the TLG, and object contain height 96 and width full. And then we've added the title. So now we'll add the h3, and we'll say tour.data.description. And we'll see what that looks like. I've got the description. So we will take this and we'll change that to just LG. Okay. Now we'll leave that as XL and the description. And we've got the price, which was we'll do a H1 with a class of font -bold. And we'll say tour.data.price. And then the span, we have a class of text SM, and that was the tour.data.currency. currency. Okay, excellent. So yeah, awesome. Also the text is okay. So we imported get collection. We're getting the static paths. We're getting the ID, and we're passing the tour. We imported the layouts, and then as a prop, we'll make sure we get the tour. Now we're going to style the tour page. So we're going to get the title from the tour. We get the image URL. We get the title, the price, the currency, like the tour card, the description, what's included. We're going to loop over. If we take a look at the tours, we're looping over this array, and every item that's in it, we will display it, and we will make sure that that is normal, and we'll make it italic. You don't have to make it italic, can make it bold, etc., whatever you wanted to do. And then right at the end, we're going to add a back to tours page button. It'll take us back to the tour page. So now, if we go to home and tours, I've changed the images to make it a little bit more consistent. So they're all the placeholder image. And we're going to say view. So we've got the Eiffel Tower, how much it costs, and if we book a tour, it will take us back to the home page. But then we've got the description and what's included. We've got all of that. And we say back to tours, and we take it back to the tours. We do the Machu Picchu guided hike, what's included, and Sydney Opera House. So there you go. So that's all the content that you need, and each individual image, and that's all coming from the JSON file, from the collections that we've done. So you know, obviously you'd have to add your images, and you can make it look a lot prettier. I got this styling from Flowbyte. So if I go to Flowbyte and I go to card, the card? Jumbotron? No, it was Jumbotron with cards, and I basically used this code and adapted it to what we needed. So that marks the end of this series. I hope you've enjoyed that. I mean, you could always, if you want me to continue, add the login page. We don't really need the contact page. If I take the header and get rid of contact, I don't need that really. If you want me to add a login, let me know. But so far, this is all we need. But yeah, hope you've enjoyed that. Please like and subscribe for more tutorials, and I hope you enjoy using Astro as much as I do.